And here we go with better quality, better clarity, better range, with more convenience and more security and features than ever before from the #1 global leader, that is Panasonic. We're really excited to bring you our set of 5 home phones. We're going to talk about features you've never, ever probably heard about. We're going to talk about how these can link to your cell phone. When your cell phone rings, your home phones ring. You can speak on your home phone instead of your cell phone. We're going to talk about how this is a smarter experience and how you can make use of those smart assistants. We'll certainly talk about robocalls and telemarketing calls. We'll talk about scam calls and how we are going to take back control with our easy call blocking capability. Heavens, we'll even talk about how if there was a power outage, this home phone base station would still work in an emergency. And we're going to highlight how even if you right now don't have landline phones, you can absolutely still benefit from these in so many ways. If you do have home phones and you've had them for a long time, maybe you've got tape on the back of them that's holding that battery cover in. Maybe the charge on your home phones doesn't last too long. It's always needing to be recharged. Maybe the range is terrible. You're in the bedroom, the basement, the attic, you're out by the mailbox in the backyard, and it's just all fuzzy and kind of white noise. This is better quality, clarity, and range, and with DECT 6 technology, we feel safer and more secure from folks that might be out there to hack into our phone systems. We're excited about the price as well, which is why over 500, nearly 600 people said, I got to get these tonight. We're at $114.99. We're going to pay the shipping and handling. It's our lowest price of the year and the only today's special of the year, and the first time in 3 years we've had the opportunity. Our voice of reason and our incredible Panasonic expert, Lori, returns for what I am naming the Lori Leland Power Hour.
Power Hour.
I can see it now, Lori.
Hour of Power.
Hour of Power with Lori and I.
We're going to have so much fun.
We're going to take back the power, though, with home phones that work for us, right?
Exactly. Very empowering. Lots of incredible features. And if you're watching this show right now and you're thinking, I don't really need home phones, you just wait. Wait till you hear all of these features that you're getting. Wait till you hear about the Bluetooth connectivity that you're going to get with these. Because now when your cell phone rings, all 5 of your home handsets ring. It is incredible. So take a look at this. You are getting a huge set here. This system includes 5 home handsets, okay? You only need 1 phone line if you are using this with a phone jack, and that phone jack plugs into the base station. All of the other handsets plug right into these little base stations that simply plug into power. So really convenient to use. Love the fact that you also have the keypad right here. So this is a virtual 6th handset, Adam, because you happen to have that speakerphone button right there. So now you're going to be able to use this to dial and speak through if you lose this handset. So don't worry if you do. Not a big deal at all. 6 different ways to be able to place and receive phone calls, which is super exciting because we all want to be able to have that handset near us when that phone call comes in. Here's the other thing that you're getting. You talked about DECT 6 Plus. This basically is a built-in range extender. So from 160 all the way up to 1,000 feet, you can get away from the base station and still have crystal clear call clarity. No interference, like you mentioned. I remember the old phones of yesteryear. You would get that interference if someone was, running the vacuum cleaner or the microwave oven. You don't have to worry about that. This is safe and secure. And the other thing that makes you feel safer in your home, you already hit on it, Adam. It is that dedicated call blocking button right there. So how many times have you had a phone call come in that come into your home that actually made you feel a little on edge because they were trying to fish for information from you, or you felt like they were trying to scam you, like that call that tried to talk my mom, that caller who tried to talk my mom into the fact that something was wrong with her computer and she needed to pay them $300.
Outrageous.
Oh my gosh, that really happened. It was so stressful because for a minute she was like, wow, I really am having trouble with my computer. And then the voice of reason took hold and she's like, they wouldn't know that. So she blocked them instantly and it hung up on them. So with 250 names and numbers you're able to block with the touch of 1 button, you are taking that power back, Adam. So this really is feature packed in every sense of the word. And the latest and greatest feature that we're all super excited about is the fact that now, as soon as you walk into your home, after you've made a one-time Bluetooth pairing process with your home phones, your cell phones will now automatically connect to your home phone. So now if someone calls you on your cell phone, and maybe your cell phone's in another room on a charger, you're gonna be able to hear it because all of your home phones will ring, and then you can answer any of your home phones, and that is taking the cell phone call through your home phones.
Isn't
Incredible.
that crazy? So you understand what Lori said there? Your home phone connects to your cell phone, and when your cell phone rings, rather than you trying to run around, where did I leave the cell phone? Did I leave it in the car? Is it in the bottom of maybe your purse? Is it in the bedroom? Now your home phones are gonna ring, and now I can answer my home phone that's actually my cell phone. Sounds crazy, but it's true. We're also going to talk to you about how this has great loudspeaker mode. So if you're more hard of hearing, you'll really appreciate how loud and how clear those calls can be. How you'll be able to use and take advantage of your cell phone's assistant, like Siri, using your home phones. And certainly, just by having a set of home phones, it's nicer to talk on this, Lori, than it is on the cell phone, because the cell phone always gets so hot.
It gets so hot, I always joke about it cooking your face, because it gets really hot against your cheek. And then think about all the times maybe where you've been at a friend's house and they have terrible cell signal in their house, or maybe that happens at your own home. I know for me, in my living room, there's one spot where I have a really good cell signal, and the rest of the house, I drop calls all the time. So to be able to have a system like this where someone calls me on my cell phone and I can answer the home handset, this is a game changer. So you're gonna love it. You don't have to worry about those dead spots in your house anymore. You don't have to worry about any of that anymore. So I'm actually getting a phone call on my cell phone. See, you can see there's a phone call coming in right here, and look what's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these home handsets are all ringing simultaneously. So if I'm in the kitchen cooking dinner, I can answer that phone call, even if my phone is in another room on the charger. What if I'm in bed at night and it's an emergency call coming through? I mute my cell phone, but my home phones, this can ring and be right next to me just in case. What if you're, you know, off in the garage? Maybe you're doing a little bit of tinkering on the cars. You're going to be able to answer that cell phone call from anywhere, and you don't have to have your cell phone in your hand to do it. So that is such a cool advanced feature. One of the other things you can do with this, instead of grabbing your cell phone like so many of us do to get the phone number that we want to dial, but we're using our more comfortable handset. So you have to get the phone number, and then you've got to type it in to this, right? Your brand new home handsets have a 3,000 name another number phone book. You can actually transfer your cell phone numbers, or any of them that you choose, into your home phones, and it can live in its own list, cell 1, cell 2. So it means that every time you reach for your home handset, all of the phone numbers that you call the most are already going to be loaded for you.
Can you explain to us as well, Lori, because this was a big, and folks, by the way, thank you for your order site. We're busy. I did make mention of, because I think it's important, you know, yesterday we had the incredible Joy Mangano, is this new easy mop thing.
I saw that.
Oh, so good.
Cool.
I think we sold like 30 or 40,000 of those. We have around 8,000 or 9,000 of these today's special, and we're about to hit 700, and we're obviously on our way to 1,000 just at the launch. So this is a much more limited today's special. Even this airing that Lori and I have, we already are down to the final 10, 12 minutes before we're wrapping it up. So it's just limited availability on the most advanced home phones that we've ever done. Something else that I want to ask Lori about, text messages. You were explaining that if I get a text message on my cell phone, it will alert me on my home phone.
It will. So how many times have you put your cell phone down? Oh, here it is.
Text message from dear husband.
I'm getting a text message from my dear husband.
Incredible.
Isn't that nice? So this is alerting me and letting me know on my home phones, on all 5 of them, Adam, that a text message has come in on my cell phone. So I need to simply walk over and look at the message on my cell phone. But how many times does this happen to you? This happens to me all the time. I lose my phone in my house all the time. It's buried in the bottom of my handbag. It's on a charger in another room. And you go over and you see your phone maybe an hour later, and you've missed 4 phone calls and 32 text messages because someone is desperate to get in touch with you. And heaven forbid it is an emergency. With this system, you're gonna know the second that text message comes in, because you get that audible and you get that, that visual alert that comes through on here, showing you and telling you exactly who's texting you.
So there it is.
So cool.
A big advantage, a big upgrade. So if you'd like to order yours, lowest price, I think we're at like a flex pay of $23 and free shipping and handling. We'll send it right out to you. We can get rid of those old phones that are crackly, battery is never very long lasting. Let's upgrade. And the reality is, we were joking around, but you're gonna have these for years. I mean, you're probably gonna have these for the next 10 to 15 years. So it's money well spent, because you'll use them and you'll enjoy them. Everything gets better with technology. Home phones have not stood still. On multiple levels, though, you say, well, do I need these? Yeah, well, obviously I want better quality and clarity, and I want better battery life and range. I need better security, and DECT 6 Plus delivers that. There's a lot of hackers out there trying to hack into our phone systems. You are protected with these. The other thing, as Laurie said, is the easy call block. Millions of us are falling victim to scams. Millions of Americans, millions of our family members, friends, neighbors are falling victim every day. We have to take back control. If there is something happening on your home phone, if there is a scammer calling you, if there's somebody if there's a robocall, if there's a telemarketer and you've had enough of it, you're going to be able to instantly press the button and block that call. No more. You got to put your foot down. Having these phones allows us to do that. If your phone system doesn't have easy call blocking, for that one feature alone, you should get it. And maybe it's not just for your home, but it's for mom and dad's home or for grandma and grandpa's home. We have to protect ourselves and our loved ones. So for easy call blocking, sign me up. I would buy these in a heartbeat for that. Now, on top of that, the link to sell is going to change everything. I think you're going to love the convenience and the freedom that that brings. I am well aware, though, and I'm very grateful to Laurie for taking her time and explaining that to you. Link to sell at first seems overwhelming because it's so simple yet so smart. You must understand, you're just going to Bluetooth connect your cell phone to these, and the rest is history. Laurie, it will change everything.
It changes everything. So 3 different ways to use this. Use this if you got rid of your landline years ago, simply as an extension of your cell phones throughout your home. You can wirelessly connect up to 2 Bluetooth-enabled cell phones. And guys, that's basically every cell phone manufactured in the last 10 plus years. They all have Bluetooth. So you're going to be able to easily connect it. And once you've done that one-time pairing process, every time you walk into your home, it automatically connects.
Fabulous.
And you can always switch phones too. Maybe if you upgrade a phone, your cell phone, you're going to be able to switch it over to connect it. And right here on your base station, you've got 2 lighted keys that show you cell number 1, cell number 2. Both of mine are connected. So you'll be able to see that. You can touch those buttons if you want. Let me show you real quick. If you do want to use the handset for it, it's so easy. All you do is go into Bluetooth on your cell phone. Usually you swipe down if you're Android, or go into settings if you're Apple. Really easy. Touch your menu button. You got your phone book. There's your caller list, answering device, because you have a built-in digital answering machine that will call you and play your message to you on your cell phone if you'd like. You've got your intercom. Here's Bluetooth. Select it. Click link to sell, and then this is where you can put in number 1 and number 2. Connect number 1, connect number 2, automatically connect after that.
Fabulous.
So really, really a simple and easy process. The other thing that we absolutely love about that, I mean, I'm always losing my cell phone, like I said. With this, you never miss a call and you never miss a text, but you can also use your digital assistant. So that's really big. You mentioned that. There is a little button right here. It looks like a microphone. So if you use an Android phone, you can use your Google Assistant. If you use an Apple phone or an iPhone, you're going to be able, and right here I can select which of my 2 phones I want to be able to use. I'm going to tap it right here. This is activating. What's the weather?
It's currently cloudy and 63 degrees. Expect partly cloudy skies starting early morning. Today's high will be 79.
So you could be doing anything. You could be getting questions answered like I just did, and you can do it hands-free. You touch that button and it automatically goes to speakerphone. You don't have to touch it after that. You could be using your cell phone that is in another room to voice call a loved one or send a voice text using Siri from your home phone system. Is that crazy? And I know some of this just seems really mind-blowing, and you might not use all of these features at first, but if you've ever missed a phone call or you've ever missed a cell phone call at your home, this is a way to make sure that never happens again. And like I said, use this if you still have a landline. Use this as an extension of your cell phones throughout your home, even if you got rid of your landline maybe years ago, or a combination of those 2 uses.
So let's talk about as well in an emergency situation, because one of the things I think you'll really love is, obviously there's the 5 handsets, the digital answering machine as well, but this base station is smarter than the average, right, Laurie?
It really is. So this this has a built-in battery backup. Now, a lot of these battery backups, you've got to put in a battery and remember to have, you know, AA, AAA on hand, whatever it is. With this, if you have a power outage in your home and you're using a landline, this is a landline type feature, and this will give you battery backup. So look at this, it already said it. This is powering the base. So this handset is powering the base for a good hour, hour and a half.
Yes.
So that simply means in an emergency situation, the power goes out, you are going to be able to simply and easily place a phone call using your home phone system. All you do is put it on speakerphone just like this, and then you are going to be able to place that phone call. So really, really an easy system for you to be able to use even if the power goes out. Sorry, it's that one that you want to be able to do. But I love the fact that they do that, because during the power outage after the hurricanes that we had here in Florida, I had no cell service at all. So this would have been that really, really nice lifeline in case of an emergency if you do still have that landline at home.
So you see, it just kind of stacks up. All these features are really impressive. So you go from the basics, it's Panasonic, #1 global leader. You talk about lightweight phones. What did you say was the battery life, Lori?
The battery life on this is 12 hours of nonstop use, and your standby is 7 days, so an entire week. One of the other features that she's going to show you here in the video that I love to talk about, this is so great. So if you have older family members, folks that you are taking care of, or they have dexterity issues, you can actually answer an incoming phone call using the power of your voice. So all you do is say, answer phone. She's going to show you right here. And this is automatically going to answer the handset that is closest to you and put it on speakerphone so that you don't have to hold it in your hand. And I will never forget, Guy Yovan told a story about his mother before she passed away, how she had trembles and had a hard time holding on to things. And I do believe he bought her this, it may have been this system or the previous system that had this same feature, because it gave him peace of mind around the fact that she could always answer the phone using her voice, even if she couldn't hold on to the phone.
So to be clear, my phone is ringing. Somebody's calling me.
Yes.
I don't need to hold the phone. The phone could just be on its cradle.
It could be laying down. It could be on the cradle. It could be anywhere near you.
And I would just say, answer phone.
Answer phone while it's ringing, and it puts the phone that's nearest to you on speakerphone so that you can talk through it without touching it. You don't even have to touch the phone.
Look,
isn't that awesome? That is brand new, one of the newest features.
We could honestly spend an hour going over all of these because there's so much to it. We only have 5 minutes left. I know we're about to hit 800 sold. With everybody ordering, we're well over 1,200 now. It's a busy night. It's an amazing offer. Features that make life easier and simpler. I want to make sure everybody knows as well, if you are hard of hearing and you have a home phone that does not go loud enough, I want you to know that this goes louder than most home phones that we feature on HSN. With the loudspeaker mode, it is louder and clearer. So if you sometimes find it hard to understand what the other person is saying, I want you to know these phones have a louder technology and louder capability. With the new technology built in, it's also much crisper. There's less white noise, there's less interference. You know, sometimes we're in a home full of gadgets and gizmos and everything seems to play into it, right? Not with these, it's crystal clear. With DECT 6 Plus, you're also more secure. You have to have home phones that are secure. There are, you know, people out there with untoward ideas in terms of hacking into home phone systems. That's not going to happen with these, which I'm excited to share with you. And obviously, a really big sticking point with me is the easy call block. It's so important that we protect ourselves. If you are on a phone call, somebody's called you, a telemarketer, a robocall, a scam call, and you know it's not good, press that button and let's block them. They'll never be able to call you again. We have to be able to take control of that because it's hurting people up and down the country. And a lot of us who don't have home phones with that feature, we need it, and we needed it yesterday. We need to get it as fast as possible. So I have these in stock. They're ready to go, obviously. FlexPay, we're wrapping it up with our final 3 minutes. Lori, this might be the only time you upgrade your home phones for the next 10 years. But you've got to do it.
And we hear all the time from Panasonic users that they kept their home phones for 10 years, 15 years. What does start to kind of, you know, lessen over the years is the ability for those batteries to charge. But instead of buying brand new batteries, get the newest and latest phones with all the freshest features. Look at all the backlighting here. 2-inch screen, 2.5-inch screen on your base station. Everything is glowing and illuminated, so it's really easy easy to see, super loudspeaker phone like you said, so you can hear every single phone call really well. Easy to use buttons and controls. That phone book, 3,000 names and numbers, where you can even sync your cell phones right into it, so any of the phone numbers you want to transfer over can live here in your home phone, which makes it really convenient. You have your caller list right here. Built-in digital answering machine with 18 minutes of record time. And get this system is so intelligent. If someone calls you on this system at your home, leaves you a message, guess what you can set this system to do? You can set it to call you in your office and play the message to you. Or maybe it's your cell phone. You want it to call you on your cell phone. This can call on your cell phone and play your message to you. So you are connected to your home unlike ever before. You are connected to your cell phones unlike ever before because of that Bluetooth technology, that link to cell technology. You feel safer and more empowered than ever before with that incredible call blocking button. You can block a call as the phone is ringing. If there's a number you don't recognize and you don't want to answer it, you can block it. Hangs up on them, they can never get through again. If they happen to get you on the phone and they're spouting out some nonsense, like the guy that called my mom the other day and was talking to her about her computer being broken and they needed $300, she just tapped that button. She didn't have to say, no thank you, or I'm not sure, or even think about it. She just got that bad feeling, that sinking feeling that something was off. She didn't question it. She tapped that call blocking button. It hangs up on them and they can never get through ever again, or after the fact. So you can even go back in your caller ID, which is right down here, tap caller ID, and you can go back down through your list of numbers, and this is going to be able to bring up those phone numbers for you. You tap block, and now you've blocked it after the fact as well. So 3 different times to block it, 3 different ways to use this, with a landline, without a landline, or a combination of both. This is going to give you so much connectivity throughout your home and ability to stay in touch with loved ones. And really, at the end of the day, that's what we all want to do more than ever. We don't want to get scammed. We don't want to hear from robots, right? The robocalls are a nuisance or a nightmare. With this system, you never have to deal with that again, while keeping you connected to the people that you do want to hear from.
And the more the merrier. I know you can buy home phones for $115, but you might get the twin pack or the triple pack. I don't want the twin or triple, I want 5, because I don't want to have to, choose which room. Let's have a home phone in every room. In the kitchen, in the living room, in the bedroom, in the guest room. Let's put one everywhere. If you were going to buy home phones in the near future, you would buy these today. Some products we have regularly as today's specials. It's been 3 years. 3 years since we had a today's special on home phones. Obviously, we have no other schedule this year. So if you want to jump on in, it's our biggest offer ever, our best offer ever. And once you've got it, you've got it. You won't need to upgrade for many, many years in the future, but you will be doing yourself such a favor, protecting yourself. I'm living your best life. With all the features, oh boy, so amazing. Well, obviously you're joining us in the midst of our Lori Leland Power Hour. And Lori's got more great things coming up. But first, we want to make sure that you don't miss out on